Generative AI has become a buzzword lately, but its true meaning and potential impact are still a mystery to many. Do you wonder about its origins, advantages, and possible dangers? Look no further. In this video, I will demystify generative AI clearly and straightforwardly, so you can understand what it is and how it works. Generative AI is like having a brilliant robot artist. It can create new things like art, music, or even entire stories, all by itself. Imagine you're a robot artist and given a picture of a cat. You look at the image and then draw a different cat picture that still looks like a cat. That's what generative AI does too. It looks at examples, like images or music, and then creates new things that are similar but different. Generative AI has come a long way over the years. In the past, robots could only do what they were explicitly programmed to do. But now, generative AI can learn from examples and create new things similar to those examples. One of the cool things about generative AI is that it can help us create things much faster and more efficiently. For example, instead of spending weeks or even months creating a new logo for a company, we can use generative AI to create many different designs in just a few hours. Let's look at how generative AI has evolved over the years. Generative AI has evolved significantly over the past few decades. It all started with rule-based systems, which were predefined rules that could generate simple outputs based on specific inputs. The next significant development in generative AI was expert systems, designed to mimic human experts' decision-making process. These systems could generate more complex outputs than rule-based systems. Still, they were limited by their reliance on explicit knowledge representation. In the 1990s, a new approach called neural networks emerged. Neural networks were designed to mimic the human brain's structure and function, and they could learn from examples rather than relying on explicit rules or knowledge. In recent years, a new type of neural network called a generative adversarial network, GAN, has emerged as a powerful tool for generative AI. GANs comprise two neural networks, one that generates new outputs and one that evaluates the outcomes to determine if they are realistic. This process helps the generator network learn to produce more realistic results over time. Another recent development in generative AI is reinforcement learning, which involves training an AI agent to perform a task through trial and error. This approach has been used to develop AI models to generate new game levels, music, and fashion designs. The evolution of generative AI has been driven by advances in computing power, data availability, and algorithmic improvements. As these technologies continue to improve, we can expect generative AI to become even more sophisticated and capable of generating increasingly complex and creative outputs. Generative AI offers several benefits across various industries and applications. One significant benefit is its ability to accelerate the creative process. For example, in graphic design, generative AI can quickly generate many designs and concepts, which designers can then use as inspiration or starting points for their own work. This can save time and effort compared to manually creating each design from scratch. Generative AI can also be used to generate personalized content and recommendations, which can enhance the user experience in various contexts. For instance, it can develop product recommendations based on a user's browsing and purchase history or create personalized news feeds based on their interests and preferences. In the field of healthcare, generative AI can help to develop new drugs and therapies. Generative AI can identify potential new treatments and generate novel drug designs by analyzing large amounts of medical data. This can lead to discovering new treatments and cures for diseases, improving patient health outcomes. Another benefit of generative AI is its ability to help identify and prevent fraud. In the financial industry, for example, generative AI can analyze transaction data and detect anomalous patterns that may indicate fraudulent activity. This can help to reduce economic losses and improve security. Overall, generative AI has the potential to benefit a wide range of industries and individuals by increasing creativity, efficiency, and innovation. While generative AI has many potential benefits, some significant dangers and threats are associated with its use. Let's see some examples. Bias and discrimination. Generative AI models can perpetuate biases and stereotypes in the training data used to create them. This can lead to discrimination against certain groups and perpetuate systemic inequality. Misinformation and manipulation. generative AI can generate fake news, images or videos, or other forms of misinformation that can be used to manipulate public opinion or spread false information. Privacy and security. Generative AI can be used to generate highly realistic images or videos that can be used for identity theft, blackmail, or other forms of cybercrime. Intellectual property. Generative AI can generate content that infringes on intellectual property rights, such as copyrighted music or artwork. Automation and job loss. Generative AI can automate many tasks previously performed by humans, which could lead to job loss and economic disruption. Unintended consequences. Generative AI can generate unexpected and unintentional outputs with negative consequences. For example, a chatbot designed to be helpful and friendly may end up perpetuating harmful stereotypes or spreading misinformation. Ethical concerns. Generative AI raises various ethical considerations regarding its impact on society, the environment, and individual rights and freedoms. As generative AI continues to evolve and become more sophisticated, it's essential to carefully consider these dangers and threats and develop strategies to mitigate them. This may involve developing more transparent and inclusive approaches to training AI models, implementing strong privacy and security protections, and carefully considering AI automation's potential social and economic impacts. Now let's see the leading players in the generative AI field. OpenAI. OpenAI is a research organization that creates safe and beneficial AI. They are known for developing some of the most advanced generative AI models, including ChatGPT and DALL-E, which can generate text and images. Google. Google has been investing heavily in generative AI and has already developed several impressive applications in this space, including Google's Deep Dream, which uses deep learning algorithms to transform images into visually stunning art pieces. Google has also been working on developing models for natural language generation and image generation, as well as other applications of generative AI. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a company that specializes in graphics processing units, GPUs, which are used to accelerate AI computations. They have developed several generative AI models that use their powerful GPUs, including StyleGAN, which can generate high-quality human faces. Facebook. Facebook has a team of researchers working on generative AI, particularly in the area of language models. They have developed models such as Roberta and XLM to generate natural language outputs. Microsoft. Microsoft has an extensive research team working on AI, including generative AI. They have developed several generative AI models, including Turing NLG, which can generate natural language responses to questions. Microsoft recently announced that it is investing $10 billion in OpenAI to accelerate AI breakthroughs. These are just a few of the leading players in the field of generative AI, and many other companies, research organizations, and individuals are also working on this technology. As generative AI continues evolving and becoming more sophisticated, we can expect to see even more players emerging. In summary, generative AI is a technology that creates new outputs based on examples using advanced machine learning techniques. It has evolved significantly from rule-based systems to neural networks. It offers many benefits, such as accelerating the creative process, personalized content, and fraud detection. However, significant dangers and threats are associated with its use, such as bias, discrimination, misinformation, privacy and security risks, intellectual property infringement, job loss, and unintended consequences. Generative AI raises a range of ethical concerns that need to be addressed. As technology continues to advance, generative AI has the potential to become even more sophisticated and capable of generating increasingly complex and creative outputs. Still, its ethical implications must be considered and addressed. Now that you understand generative AI better, let us know in the comments what you think about it and how you use it in your everyday life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.